Sean, who is talking to us, speaking to us tonight about networking. And if nothing else, this is networking as well. But he's going to put a professional slant on
journey to show you how you can burn your business card to build your business. And I really want you to open your mind to this presentation entity. And what you'll find is the same in networking. Those people that have an identity, they know who they are, what they do, and how they do it, and able to convey that message effectively. They have a brand called you. And people will go to you all the time, repeatedly, and pay you for your services because you have that brand. And networking has that ability for you to create a marketing structure to go out there to brand yourself. Not everybody's a networker. In fact, networking is a skill. It's an art. Not everyone's born with it. It's something that you actually have to develop. Take action to develop and hone a skill so you become effective, so you can develop the relationships that are important for you to do your job efficiently and effectively. But what is networking? What is networking to you? You know, networking, as it's described, is like creating optimal affiliations that maximize your potential opportunities and help you reach your personal, professional goals quicker and more effectively. But what does that mean to you? What we did there was very similar to what you normally do at networking events. You go to networking events, you meet new people, you swap business cards. You're like, yeah, cool, nice to meet you. Wow, that's fantastic. You know what the ones I'm talking about? Yeah, cool. You go out, meet new people, swap business cards, and that's often an occurrence. Do a lot of you go networking? Yeah? Okay. And you go out and swap business cards, and that's cool. That's what networking events are out there to do. They're there to meet new people. So I'm glad you did that. Thank you very much. I hope you all met someone interesting. There are a lot of interesting people in this room. So what I actually want to touch on quickly is, well, we all go to networking events and we all meet new people. What do you think, for you, what are the most frustrating things about networking? Meeting people that are relevant to your business. True. Are they listening to you? Very good. Are people listening to you? Anyone else find anything frustrating? Networking, early mornings, late nights. Another cold sandwich. I got a lot of networking events. Anyone else have some of the things, time consuming, out of business hours, just want to go home and watch your favourite TV show? Yes.
Just making sure I'm dedicated to the time to follow up.
Dedicated time afterwards.
All very well that Pam and I have said hello, but now what?
Exactly.
And so I know the onus is on me, if I want to be proactive about it, is to make sure I make time to connect with her again.
Yes.
But it's making the time and staying diligent to that schedule.
But it's also having a reason to contact, getting connection again. Just because you swap business cards, does that mean you have to connect again? I mean, it's your time. You have to invest something into this relationship.
And in that short space of time, I don't know
if it's something you're going to want to do. Does anyone have that same feeling when they go networking? That is the case often. And a lot of people express exactly the same things you have today. It's the fact that you meet people, you don't know if they're relevant, you don't know if they're listening to you, they don't know if they care. Are you going to follow up the next day? So you've got all these business cards, you've got to follow up with them, add them into your Outlook, all the rest of it. And yet, 70% of businesses started on recommendations and referrals. That number is sometimes quoted as 90 to 80 to whatever. The point is, a lot of people are doing business based on networking. So how do you start doing business or making contacts with the right people through networking? Because that is really the power of networking, is creating those optimal affiliations, those relationships which streamline your business. And so how can you make networking work for you? How do you think networking help you position your business or your job?
Save you time.
Save you time?
Get to know the people around your business.
Yes.
for developing relationships.
And it's good for job satisfaction. You'd rather do business with people you know and enjoy doing business with.
It also gets my boss in the right network.
Gets your boss in the right network and makes you stand out. Effective networking. Who are you? What do you do? And how do you do it? I'm going to focus on these three things today. What are you? What do you do? And how do you do it? Because when you start to convey these three things effectively, you start meeting your right type of clients. You start listening. People start listening to you who are the right people. You start acting like successful networkers do. But it's starting here. It's getting these three things done. Because your business card is not a means to be an effective networker. Handing out and distributing business cards does not make you a good networker. Attending networking events does not make you successfully at networking. I don't care how many networking events you go to. It's what you do at them and how you go about presenting yourself. After this, I'm going to address a little bit about how you never have to use a business card again. Now, a lot of people think I hate business cards. It's not true. My pet hate is that people distribute business cards without a reason to give a business card. I really have a couple of rules. I don't live by many rules, but I do have one when it comes to business cards. I never hand out business cards unless there's an intention or reason to give one. So my focus is addressing this to find a reason to give a business card, find a reason to connect with that person, so that the email I follow up with the next day or the phone call is not time consuming. It's because there's a reason. There's an investment to be made with my time. Who you are. So you go to a networking event, you're off, you're excited, you're pumped, you've got your business cards, you're ready, you're going to meet all these fantastic people who are going to help your business and your career and all the rest of it. And you walk up to someone and someone goes, "Hey, how you going? My name's Sean. What do you do for a living?" So if you could tell someone right away, right now, who would be your ideal contact to make? Because the easier you can outline who you are, what you're looking for, the more likely is that someone can refer you and recommend you on. Oh, boxes. It's very difficult to refer a business card in a box. Have you ever found that? Have you ever gone, I know this person, I met them a couple of networking events ago, nice person. Really like what they talked about, could do something for you, but their business card, not sure, somewhere in my Rolodex. I couldn't think about is, how do we take that business card and turn it into an ongoing relationship that works for you? This is how it works. This is Outlook. It reminds you of Outlook. And so it goes on. You sync your mobile phone to your computer. Now everything's in your handy. So now next time you meet with someone, they go, I'm looking for someone to do this. You go, let me refer this person. It's in my hand. When you go to your next networking event, you already focus on projecting more effectively who you are, what you do, and how you do it. And don't just focus on what you do, but also think about what's in it for them. How can you give something to the other person? How can you empower the people you're networking with? How can you build relationships and focus on investing first into that relationship? Because when you invest first, with expecting nothing in return, you start acting like a successful networker. And then you stop just thinking about having a business card and turning that contact into an ongoing platform where you can talk to them ongoingly. And yes, today you might not always want that business card. That person might not know anyone for you, and you might not know anyone for them. That doesn't mean you have to stop meeting people. Doesn't mean that business card becomes obsolete. That contact, just keep them there. Keep them on your Facebook. Keep them on LinkedIn. And one day you might find them to be a very important asset. And when you start networking effectively, building up your contacts, and making your contacts work for you, you become an irresistible asset to your company.